I said this on the radio last night, but I truly, like, there are times, and there have been a lot of times that I've kind of appealed to the community out of the goodness of their heart and asked or begged them to come see our basketball team and fill up the stands for me or for my girls or whatever. But for this matchup, I tell them, do yourselves a favor and come see this, because this is going to be great. It's going to be a great basketball game. I just did the comparative stats. I was just putting, we're so evenly matched, it's unbelievable. The talent on their team is extraordinary. Their coaching is extraordinary. Their game plans are always extraordinary. So we're excited to see what they reveal about us and what they think we're not good at, and what tempo they feel like they need to push us towards. And I'm sure they're excited for the same. It's early enough in the conference season where both teams are going to get a lot of lessons. I mean, there's not two teams in the ACC that know each other as well as Florida State and Miami. We play each other 2 or 3 times a year, every year. Tons of respect. We recruit all the same kids, and we just know each other inside and out. So one new wrinkle or one new play, the game might change on it, and usually we discover a lot about each other in this game.
Any questions for Coach Meier?
You said that there aren't two teams that know each other better in the ACC. Is it just because the fact that you're both in state? Is it just
Right.
recruiting the same players
Right.
consistently? Where, what is...
Well, I mean, the staffs, we have no choice but to be friends. We sit next to each other all summer. I mean, the entire month of July, we're sitting next to Florida State, almost every game. How's your family? We do. We spend a lot of time together, tons of respect, like I said. And, we'd love to sit and we have enough respect that we'd love to share X's and O's, but we know we can't. But and a lot of both schools recruit Florida and recruit the Southeast pretty hard. So if you look at the rosters, you'll see a lot of similarities.
But conference races, this is still just January.
Right.
It's a long kind of season, so how do you approach, keep the players sharp?
Yeah, this year the ACC is just so, it's incredible. It's so topsy-turvy. We're just keeping our blinders on and one game at a time kind of mentality. Obviously, both of us have the same record, I believe, coming in conference-wise, and so this will put one ahead of the other, but there's so many games to be played. You're right. The first Florida State-Miami matchup is always about exposing each other's weaknesses, and then which staff and team can open up their hearts and say, yep, you got us. We'll learn from this, and we'll see you again in February, and maybe we'll see you again in March. I mean, that's chapter 1 of this matchup every year. It's so fun to go back and watch, like, our 2 games last year, and I have a new assistant coach, Tia Jackson, and so this is her scout. She hasn't been. Derek Gibbs had Florida State the whole time, and he was with me this whole time. So now Tia's new. I said, Tia, don't look at any of the old. I want fresh eyes on this matchup. I want fresh opinions, because we are so used to, that's Florida State's play. Oh, we know that. This is what we do against it. This is what they do back. And the folders are this thick. I mean, they're volumes and volumes of just adjustments and stuff. So it's been fun for me this time, because now I'm digging back through the old stuff, but I'm letting Tia run her race with her own eyes, and it's been great. Hopefully it's a new perspective.
So is there a possibility information overload here?
That's the whole conversation we had at the staff meeting today is, okay, we have all these great ideas because we're really fired up, but what 3 are we going to present to the team? 3 concepts, and we're going to keep it real simple. We'll have a couple adjustments. There's 3 major concepts, and we got to get them through in the next 2 days, period. So,
Coach, I know you've been talking about this, since it happened, but the tournament win, what's the most...
I haven't been talking about it much, but other people have, I guess.
Hitting that milestone.
I'm not trying to be humble. I'm honest. I think it's more of a credit to the university for sticking with me and having me here 11 years. If I'm here 11 years, I'm supposed to win 200 games. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't have kept me, right? So I just think it's a longevity thing, and that's what I would think on behalf of all coaches in America. Stick with it. Have stability. If you stick with us, we'll come through for you. And I think that's credit to the university, not me.
Coach, at this point in the season, you've had a chance, obviously, to see, everybody's game kind of develop a little bit. Has anybody caught you by surprise from where they were at the beginning to where they are now?
My team?
Yeah, on your team.
Surprise.
I know the freshmen, obviously,
well, yeah,
been doing their thing.
They're really a happy addition. I think that what I love is our sophomore class is emerging just with this toughness to them, and that's been great. One of your younger classes is bringing the toughness. I think Erica Davenport and Kayla Prather and Kiki Harris and all of our ACC games, when we've been tested, when we've been challenged, when there's been great physicality, they roar back. They bring Miami back. They respond to it, and that's been great. Because their freshman year, they were kind of feeling things out. But already as sophomores, they're bringing that toughness to us that, the alumni told us we needed to have the last time they met with us in the locker room. And it's been great. So that's a really nice surprise for me.
Coach, overall, how have you seen South Florida hoops grow over the past few years? Just, as far as girls, just loving the sport and
You're right.
excelling in the sport here in South Florida.
Yeah. Well, the high school and AAU coaches have done a great job. You'll see our high school teams are going and playing in the tournaments up in D.C. and the national events and that kind of. A couple of our local teams, I probably shouldn't name names, but they've done a great job. And they go out and they don't just play in the state now. They're representing Miami and South Florida in national tournaments during the school year. And then in the summer recruiting, the AAU teams are doing the same. And they're getting great funding and they're able to sort of grow the sport. So early in the summer, you'll see a Florida team maybe lose a little bit. And then they realize, oh, wow, okay, there's another. And then at the end of the summer, they always come back and win. They do a great job.
How much does this game impact recruiting Miami, Florida State?
You know what? It would impact it a lot if one of us was ranked and the other one was 5-11. And then the recruits would be, if you're a 5-11 team and you win this game, you say, oh, you send it all out. Right now, we're both ranked in the top 20. So I think it should, if we're on a kid's board and they have both schools, they'll still have both schools after the game. I'm pretty sure.
How was dorm storming last night?
Oh, it was so much fun.
Is that energy that
isn't
you
that-
want on campus, is it here for this weekend?
It was actually really fun. We broke up into little groups. I had Motley and Laura Cornelius and Kayla Prather, and I couldn't have had three better ambassadors for. And they just took over. I was in the background. They were handing out Chick-fil-A, handing out flyers. Please come to our game. Hey, if you come, you get priority seating for the men's Duke game. And they were great. I just sat there and enjoyed it. It wasn't work for me at all. I was so proud of my girls. They're really fantastic. They have great pride in the overall program, not just their own game.
Anything else for Coach? Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.